Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm on. Forgive me, subs. I know I haven't seen you guys or talked to you in a long time. You know, mental health is something that you need to take care of. So, um, yeah, I had a mental health break in April. Matter of fact, probably more like February, but I didn't realize it until April. So, you know, I had to take care of myself. I'm going to go ahead and just start talking because you guys can watch this later if you want to. And yeah, I miss all of you guys. Thank you for all the love and support because you guys, you know, you've still been emailing me and I kind of been emailing back and just letting you know that, yeah, I just really need to take some time out for myself. Because sometimes these stories are a lot, they take a lot out of you. And yeah, you know, you just have to take time for yourself, take care of yourself, and spoil yourself a little bit. But anyway, let's get right into it. I've been watching the KAYLEE story, KAYLEE Robin, and it's so irritating to me. It just makes me so pissed off that when I hear other YouTubers talk about, you know, oh well, this is probably what happened, and this is what happened. She probably just made a wrong turn and she went into the water. No, you guys have to like think realistically. Like think about this. KAYLEE grew up in that area. I don't care, drunk, whatever. No, you're not gonna make a wrong turn. You grew up in this place, like you know it from the back of your hand, and you're not gonna make the wrong. I don't care if you're so intoxicated that you know you barely can drive. You're not gonna make a wrong turn. And I'm just gonna speak off the top of my head because I'm gonna tell you what I think. Okay. First of all, she was found in the trunk. Okay. She was in the trunk. So what do you guys think? She floated to the back of the trunk? That's impossible. For that vehicle, that is impossible. But just knowing what happened in the story, like, you know, all the little things that is saying that are probably most of them are probably lies. I think Sammy is a narcissist. I really do. I think she's a narcissist. I don't trust Jagger. Like I don't trust any of these people that have been around her. I don't trust any of it. And if you guys watch the video that Jagger posted of him and Kaylee, like it looked like, you know, that was their last, you know, the last little dum da dum dum before this all happened. Like he kind of snuck and recorded her. I mean, it just looked like he was saying goodbye to her. Like to me, that's what it looked like he was saying goodbye. Like why would he record her like that? And it looks like she was like under the influence of something. Because if you look at her eyes when he was taking the pictures, like in her still pictures, it looks like she was under the influence. She might have been high. They might have smoked some weed or whatever, but it just looked like a goodbye video. And now they have this guy out talking about, well, yeah, I seen them, and you know, I they called me because the car wouldn't start. I just think that this little town has, you know, they're all in cahoots with each other because you have to think like these police officers that are there, you know, they're from probably from this town. I'm sure some of those kids are theirs. The prosecutor, the judge, like these are all their kids. The Truckie's not that big. Like I grew up in Sacramento and Oakland, so it's not that far from there. So Truckee, like we used to go to Truckee as kids and party and stuff. Um, you know, every we've all been doing that forever. Like that's been going on forever. Reno's right there. You can go gamble. You know, Truckee is just, and KAYLEE grew up in Truckee. Like, it's not like growing up in the city. You're growing up in the country. You start driving at freaking 2 years old. Like, I mean, they start driving pretty young out there. You start on the back roads, and then you know, you graduate to your car driving. This girl did not drive herself into no lake. That's what she didn't do. She didn't drive herself into the lake. You know, somebody put her in the back of that car. Let's just call it what it is. Somebody put her in the back of that vehicle and pushed that car into that lake. I mean, I have my, you know, thoughts about who it was, and I'm sure you all do. Because who in the hell is going to let a child take over, you know, going to look for her. This is not even her, this girl's not even her friend. So why would you even have a little, why would you even be in the front of all this? Who is putting her in charge of all this? Are they fucking crazy? These are children. And these children, these millenniums, let me tell you, they're different. They are different. I'm telling you, these kids will commit murder without even thinking twice about it. It's not that serious to them. They don't think that far ahead. They will commit murder. I've seen it. Like, I've seen it time and time again. I mean, they're going into these schools, killing kids. They're murdering their friends. They're killing their parents. Come on, you guys. A lot of them are narcissists. So, so this is what I'm just going to tell you what I think happened. So I think that, okay, so she was supposed to spend, she wasn't even supposed to be at the party, right? Her mom said she wasn't even supposed to be at the party. She was going to spend the evening with her mom. I think that her friends called her out there to do what happened to her. Because you can say what you want, because if she showed up at 10 and was probably dead by 12:30, I think it was the people that was closest to her that called her out there. And I think that there's a group of people that knew what was going to happen. I think they somehow got her out of the house that late at night to go to that party. Because why wasn't she there earlier? Because if her best friend was the one who created all this, she put it online. Oh, we're having a party here, there. It's going back to school. Say goodbye to your seniors, whatever. I mean, it didn't make no sense to me anyway. Why would um, children put this online? And then that we got so many predators out here in the world, and you're going to get people from all over the place to come to this place. So I think that this was all premeditated, because I promise you that video of her and Jagger together, it just says to me that he was saying goodbye to her. Like, he knew this was going to be the end. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he did it, but it looked like a goodbye video to me. Just let's call it what it is. We all want to have an open mind about this. And let me tell you something. Growing up where, you go camping, your survival skills, you know what to do if this happens. Your parents teach you that, like when you grow up around in the area like where she grew up in Truckee, it's all country. So you're gonna know how to do this, how to do that, or whatever. If this happens, I'm pretty sure that if her window was down, any window in that car was down, she would have got out of that car in time before that car even hit. Before it would have even sank, she would have got out of that car. I don't care how high you were, because that water's going to wake you up. So I don't know why everybody's acting like, oh my God, she just made a wrong turn and then she just drove into the fuck no. Do you know how there's not this is not pavement we're talking about. We're talking about dirt road. Okay. If you ever been on a dirt road, you cannot drive fast going down a dirt road. I mean, you're probably going 3 to 4 miles an hour trying to get to the next little spot, especially when it's not paved, especially in Truckee. Like it's just so I mean, you can't drive like that. You just can't. I don't care if you got four-wheel drive or whatever. Like you're not just getting ready to drive 50 miles an hour um down one of these roads and then you end up in the water. That's not what's going to happen. So whoever did this to her, I hope that her family gets justice for her because somebody put her in that trunk and pushed her into the water. And I hope that you young ladies that are out there that are, you got people that's jealous of you. You got, you think that you have all these friends and they all love you. No, you need to be cautious of these people because these are the people that's going to hurt you. These are the people that will take you out, is the closest people to you. So what they need to be doing is looking at the closest people that had access to KAYLEE. KAYLEE was a young, beautiful, talented girl that had a lot ahead of her. And people are jealous. Women get jealous, little young, yeah, they're jealous. Even men, they get jealous too. And I promise you on that video, her and Jagger, when she was in that black dress and those red shoes, that looked like a goodbye video. Because why would you secretly, without her knowing, take a video of her like that? I don't think people should start doing that until they get, of age and then, you're out on your own. But, this is a young girl. Like, why would you do that? It just makes no sense to me. So they need to start looking at the people that were around her, and they need to not let Truckee be investigating none of this because Truckee is a small community. Trust me, most of them probably all know each other. It's not that big. Trust me, I you know what? I used to live in Sacramento. Truckee, you pass Truckee going to Reno, like it's right there. It's not that big. I'm pretty sure they all know each other. And you got prosecutors, police officers, nurses. I mean, you got people that are, they're all professionals. They're living out here in these woods, and then they probably told all their kids like, you better not say anything. Keep your fucking mouth shut, or you're going to fucking jail. Keep your mouth shut, because I don't know none of the millenniums that would not have videos. I mean, videos and pictures of all this party. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I have kids, like I know what that's all that those kids do. They stay on their phones. They're always constantly recording. They're constantly on their phone. There's no way that there shouldn't be more video or pictures out there than what there is. So okay, so like Cal City Boys, Chazelle and Jackie, I told them you're gonna get arrested. They're coming for you, even though they might not have came until later, but they ended up coming because you're not gonna outsmart the FBI. You're just not gonna do it. I mean, I don't know why people do. You're not gonna outsmart them. You're not, and you don't want them on your ass because they're gonna catch you. And I told them you're going to jail. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, whoever did this, you're going to jail. You could be narcissistic all you want to. You can make it seem like, hey, she was drinking, she was drunk, we drank the same stuff. I mean, we drank out of the same cup. Okay, that's fine. because you just want an alibi for yourself, which is fine. But you're going to jail. Whoever did this is going to jail because I don't see the FBI. They're not associated with anybody in Truckee. Like they're gonna figure out what happened to her. And if it was an accident, they would have already said, you know what, after the coroner's report, hey, you know what, she went into the water, da 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 da, and it was an accident. They would have already said that. So when they did the autopsy, I'm pretty sure that they seen there was no water in her lungs because she was already gone when she was in that back seat. Do you guys know how small those CRVs are in the back? Like she was all the way in the back. There would be no way her body could float to the back of that CRV. If you pull up a CRV, you will see there's two headrests on each side in the back seat, and there's this little space. And but there's no way somebody put her in that back seat in that back trunk. Somebody did that, and I believe it was the people that are closest that were closest to her that night. I don't even think that KAYLEE was out partying or any of that because this shit happened so fast. Because if she didn't get there till 10, she was gone by 12:30. And I don't believe that the tow truck guy. Like I just think that's all like a conspiracy. Like you're trying to make it like he's trying to make up stuff so somebody won't get in trouble and whatever. But I think KAYLEE was already gone because she's not gonna not call her mom. I'm pretty sure her mom has put enough fear in her for her to be like, you know what, it's getting late. I need to get home. So she wasn't. There's no way she's gonna still be alive the next day, and she haven't called her mom, she grandpa. She was pretty close to her family, even though we know that between a teen and a parent, we always got problems, at home with teens and parents, and we're always bumping heads and all that. But you're not gonna just not come home and have your mom, in a state of panic when she wakes up in the morning. That doesn't even make any sense. So with him saying that, oh, I saw this guy with the San Francisco Pirates hat on with the short hair, and I mean, to me, he didn't have short hair. I think his hair was pretty long. If he's talking about Jagger, but I don't think that that was her, and I don't believe that story. I think they're full of shit, and I think that the person that did this is somebody that was that she knew. So that's what I think. You guys tell me what you think because there's you can't just be I don't even know like what people are thinking that she made a left turn, she should have made a right, or she made a right and should have made a left. Come on. We're talking about you guys don't know like these roads that we're talking about, you cannot be speeding on these off it's like off-roading. Like you need your off-roading vehicles to be out there, really speeding and having a good time and all that. You can't do that in a car, in a truck, in a car. I don't care. Still in a truck with your off-roading wheels and stuff. You still cannot go that fast on those roads. You're not even supposed to have cars back there. That's why they post signs all over there. Trust me, I've been back there. Like there's signs that say, no cars. You can't. You're not supposed to bring cars back there because of that. It's hard to drive back there. You might get stuck back there. You might ruin, anything on your car driving through there. That's why they tell you don't drive back there. So if you guys really think that KAYLEE, somebody who grew up in that area, was going 60 miles an hour flying down this hill and went into the water. No, somebody put her in that water. And there's no way she was alive the next day and all that. I don't believe all that shit. That's bullshit. I think that town is in cahoots with each other. And, you got prosecutors, judges, police officers. I mean, you got people working in the court system that is like, don't talk to nobody. Don't say nothing. I don't want my kid in prison. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't want to fuck with the FBI because you're going to jail. And as you should. You should go to jail for being jealous and killing that baby. This just makes no sense. I'm so sick of it. Like, sick of all this foolishness. And these kids don't care. They're all narcissists. They don't care. I see it all the freaking time. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm glad I got to come on today and chat a little bit. I'm going to start chatting, more and more. Of course, I'm still working. Like, I'm trying to get to retirement. So this is what I have to do. And I hope that, you guys have a blessed day. And just leave a comment if you just let me know what you think. Because we can't all be thinking that this child drove herself into that lake. Makes no sense. But have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay? I miss you guys, subs. I miss all my subs. I miss you guys. We'll talk again. I still have we'll talk about that later. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay? All right. Be blessed.